So another find from the snow bankings out here. And it's still snowing. But kudos to UPS for getting this out in another snowstorm. And it just doesn't stop snowing here, folks. So let's get it inside and see what we got. Oh, hey there, folks. It's Jimmy Stewart here. It's Monday, and it's another snowy, blistery day here in the good old mountains. This guitar just arrived. Now, kudos to UPS. Now, well, this was supposed to arrive on Friday. But with all the snow that we've had here, and as you know what's been going on across the country out in Texas, and especially down south where they're not used to snow, all kinds of bad things happening. Like I was saying, up here it's crazy. We've had just snowstorm after snowstorm. It's been snowing every day, it seems like, since around Christmas time, and it just doesn't want to give up. I'm at the point where I've got no place else to plow the snow. But I was out there early today trying to get rid of the last 3 or 4 inches that we got this morning, and it's still pounding down snow out there, so it's kind of a losing battle. But again, kudos to UPS because they did. The driver couldn't get in the driveway. I mean, it was plowed out, but they decided to walk the guitar in and placed it next to my garage over there, so that's where I found it, in the snowbank. And Amazon did double box it. I'll show you that beginning clip there if you haven't already seen it. It comes in that big, huge box, and then this box. So, it's new guitar day. It was supposed to be Friday. It is now Monday. Hopefully it survived. It's got a nice little hole here, but hopefully that's nothing. So let's get her opened up and see what we got today, folks. Where is my knife? Ah! Now that's a knife. So let's get to it. Here we go. Spin this around a little bit. Oh yeah. This is all taped very, very nicely here. Make sure we get that top off. And then along the bottom, okay, that should do it. Just lean it up there against the amp. We'll get this knife put away so we don't hurt each other, or especially me. Let's see what we got. Let us sit back there. Yeah, it'll stay there. All right, so let's that hole is in line with the body here. A lot of broken styrofoam, but the guitar seems to be in one piece. Try to keep all that stuff in there so we don't get styrofoam all over the studio. Let me set that over there. All right. Oh, back to a chord. A lot of these inexpensive guitars, oh, I just gave it away, didn't I? But, you know, they send you a cord. Pretty much trash, but you can just throw it away. This does have a, oh, it's got a couple of picks. At least one anyway. Two picks, a cord, and a Allen hex wrench, Allen key wrench for your truss rod adjustment. Another rubber band. We're going to save that rubber band. If you watched my last ones, we saved that one too. Haven't used it yet, but you never know when they might come in handy. Oh, look at this. Wow. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this color or not. But this is interesting. And I say that because a couple of things are pretty unique about it. And here we go. This is the new model, Grote, I guess is how they want to pronounce it, Grote. To me it's Grote, or I just call him Bob. I've got one Bob over there, this will be Billy Bob. But this is their new 335 style, and it's new because it is in a matte finish, maple top with a matte finish, sapele wood sides and back. Kind of like mahogany. Actually, I looked it up, and sapele's a little bit harder. It's a little bit brighter, but a little tougher than maple or mahogany. Wow. And this has got P90s. And this bottom pickup is on a lift. It looks like it was pre-shimmed. It is on a lift, which is kind of, I'll show you in the up-close video, but that's very interesting. The F-hole cutouts are done nicely. Very smooth. I don't see any cuts. Somebody, one of the guys on one of the boards, also got one of these. I think he got his in Sunburst, I believe it was, and he said that this pick guard was cut terribly. This doesn't look bad. I mean, a couple of very small pieces on there, but there's a cover on it. It doesn't look bad at all. There's plastic covers across the P90s. This is a set neck, not a bolt-on neck. And the matte finish around that, I mean, it's going to be tough to do, but it doesn't look bad. Again, I'll show you in the up-close video. It's pretty nice. Tuners look like your standard tuners. We'll see how they hold. Some people complain about the Grote tuners. I've only got the one Grote, I should say. I only have the one, and that's the Jazz Box, the 003 there. And the tuners on that have been holding fine, so hopefully these will be like that. Doesn't look like it's got too much of an angle on here. This is supposed to be a bone nut. To me, it looks like it is plastic. But it also looks like it's cut very nice. Three-way here. Sounds like there's a little piece of something stuck in there. Now this is a semi-hollow. There is a solid block coming down here. I like this matte finish. I wasn't sure. I mean, that's kind of what attracted me to the guitar to begin with. It's not doesn't have that shiny finish on there. It's got a little small spot right here where they didn't quite get all the stain in, but not a biggie. Another one right there. But again, folks, these were $149 and I snapped one up. And the green ones, they didn't have many of them. They didn't last very long. Right after I bought it, they sold out. So the binding looks good going up the neck. There is none. I can feel it just from here. Frets are dressed very, very well. Fretboard looks and feels good. I'm sure it's a bit dry, obviously. But we can oil that up. But the fretwork is very, very nice. Doesn't look like there's anything or any issues at all. Again, some people that got these, the same gentleman that had the issue with the cut on the pick guard, also said he had a couple of mashed down frets or banged in frets. I don't see anything wrong with the frets on this at all. They look very, very good. There's no sharp edges at all. Again, it's about 18 degrees outside, folks, and this, again, arrived 10-15 minutes ago, and I took it out of the box. So it still feels pretty cold. I'm not even going to try to tune it at this point. I'm just going to let it set for a while. But I wanted to get this part of the video in, the unboxing, and my first impressions are very good on the new Grote. Now this is, it does have a model number. This is called the GR35 MT GR. So the GR, I imagine, is green. It's a Grote 35. The MT is maple top, and the GR on the end of the serial number would be for green. So it's a GR35 MT GR. This has got nice fret markings. Again, starting on the first fret. So your first, third, fifth, seventh, ninth, 12th, and the rest of your way up. Set neck, 25/5 scale, standard, no, I'm sorry, 24/7/5 scale, your standard Gibson scale. Matte finish on the neck, matte finish on the body. With dual P90s. The tone and volume knobs seem to be very, very smooth. This one's got a little, oh, there it goes. Okay, I had just a little bit of junk in there. Again, I'll get to the up-close video. We'll take a good close look at this, and then, of course, we'll get it tuned up and do some tone samples with it. Okay? We'll get to it right now. So here's the up-close and personal on the Grote, or Grout, or Billy Bob, as I call it. The GR35 MT GR. This is a 335 style. Semi-hollow with dual P90s. Rosewood fretboard, very nice fret markings going up. Advertised as a bone nut, but I believe it to be plastic. And the matte finish, as you can see on the headstock, neck, body, is a matte finish. It's got a maple neck, rosewood fretboard. It is a maple top with sapel, sides and back, or saplewood, sides and back, set neck, Gibson scale at 24/7/5, matte finish, and this one is in green. You can see it's got bindings on the front and back, matte neck going up, your standard inexpensive tuning keys, but seem to be okay. Hopefully they'll be as good as the ones that were on the Jazz box. They seem a little bit loose at this point, but maybe I can get them tightened up when I restring it. Your two-pneumatic bridge with the tailpiece. Again, dual P90s. Soap bar P90s. I like the fact they went back to the embossed truss cover. Now here I wanted to show you a close-up of that bridge P90. Looks like it's sitting up on a shim there, as you can see, different than the neck P90. Okay, so this Grote 335 in the matte finish. Again, it's a set neck. It does have the fret marker starting on the first fret. Very similar to their jazz box. The neck feels very much the same. It is a darker wood. I'm not sure what they used. They say it's rosewood. I'm assuming it is, but they also said the nut was bone, and it might be, but it feels more like plastic to me, although it is cut very well. I'll give them the thumbs up for that. Strings are terrible. Most strings on all these guitars are. You get a lot of junk. So I will remove these, put my preferred Diodario 9s on it, clean up this fretboard. The frets feel fine, no sharp edges. This is unplugged, just to give you an idea how it and I'm still playing with the tuning here. Yeah, as you can see, the tuners on this feel a little loose. Maybe after I tighten them up, they'll be okay. They got a little bit of slop in them, a little bit of play. That could be how the guitar was strung and tuned. It's not, the action is not set up terribly on it. It's about where I would have it. But again, I like 9, so I'll put 9s on this. The two-pneumatic bridge seems fine, and the stop bar seems fine. Let's have a clean listen to it here, hopefully. Now this is weird. It's supposed to be in the middle position. It seems all I'm getting is it's the bridge pickup. So that's the bridge. That's the middle. There's no difference. That's supposed to be the neck. Looks like we might have a wiring harness or problem here. Yeah, it's definitely a wiring issue here. So I'm going to have to look into that, folks. There seems to be some type of problem with this switch. I don't have, in the middle position, as you can see, I'm only getting the bridge pickup. In the middle. I go to the bridge, I get the bridge. When I go to the neck, I'm not getting anything either. I don't know how much of that we got here, but like I said, there is an issue with the wiring here. I don't know if it's the switch or the wiring, but I can get the bridge in the middle. All I'm getting is the bridge. There's no difference bringing up the neck. Well, now I'm getting the neck. Just a second ago, I could not get the neck. All I could get was the bridge, and hopefully the camera caught that. So that's just, here it is again. So it's definitely the switch. So I'll have to fix that. Here's the neck finally. Center, maybe? Yeah. Maybe, because the volumes are cutting the center out. Bridge. Alright, well, it gives you an idea how it sounds. So it is a decent guitar. Again, these were brand new on Amazon. They had the, now Grote or Grote or Billy Bob like I call it. These were in 3 different colors. They had a sunburst, they had a red, and they had this green. The green sold out. I grabbed the green and they sold out. They were the matte finish. There have been the Grote or Grote 335s on Amazon for quite a while, but these are the first time I've saw these matte finish style ones. I don't have one of the older versions to compare it to, but I'm assuming it's kind of like the same size of guitar. Let me turn this off for a second. So I can compare it to their jazz box. Let's look at the jazz box for a second. And you can see the differences in size here. Width-wise, they look about the same. Yeah, they look, this might be just slightly wider than this, and it could be deceiving. I'm looking at it right down the side of the bout, and they look almost identical, except this one's got probably just a little bit of a width difference. Again, both set necks. I think this is slightly heavier, not by a lot, but slightly heavier. And it should be. There's a block going down the center of this one. This has just got a block where the floating bridge is. In comparison to my IYV, again, this is another jazz box. You can see differences in size there. The IYV is thicker by the entire one layer of binding. So if you look at the binding, it is actually thicker by one layer of that. You can see here. A little bit thicker. The IYV is heavier. With a little bit smaller body, obviously. The IYV is kind of like the size of a Les Paul, a little bit larger, a little wider. But you can get the idea between that jazz box. Now, compared to the Firefly 338, let's take a look at that. So here's the Firefly, and here is the Grote. And they're real close, but again, this 335 style is just slightly wider than this. Both set necks. You can see the difference in the horns. The fretboards feel very similar. The neck angle of the Grote is more of an angle than it is on the Firefly, and you can see that hopefully from the camera. It's got more of a break angle on that headstock. But yeah, I like the guitar. Like I said, it's a shame it's got the bad switch here, but that happens. That won't be too terrible of a fix, I don't think. They're just kind of a pain to get in there. You got to fish wires through these F-holes. Get it cleaned up, get it restrung, and we should be good to go. The Grote GR35 MTGR. Again, it's a matte finish, which is pretty cool. Neck feels good. It sounds good, I just can't get all the pickups working the way I want them to work, obviously because of the bad switch. Or the bad wiring, one or the other. But I'll get it figured out, hopefully, and we'll do a comparison video maybe later on down the road, seeing how it sounds against the IYV and or obviously the 338 from Firebird. Check those two out and how they differ from the Jazz Box. So, I'll wrap it up for today, folks. It is Jimmy Stewart saying thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're on the fence, please come on over to the good side. I would love to have you on the channel. Until next time, please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Get that black finger off your finger. Get that black finger off your finger. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. And until next time, please stay safe, please stay healthy, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now, folks.